He heads in. Zach, thank you very much. If the season opened tomorrow, do you feel as though you're ready to go, or do you need more time? I could not hear Zach, and I don't know if the fans could or not. So I don't know what he said, so we'll hang on a minute. Zach could hear us, obviously.
I can hear you guys.
There you are. Okay, I can hear you now. Would you mind repeating the answer to that question?
I forgot what I said. No.
Okay, good. I forgot what I asked.
I'm feeling pretty good. Maybe another inning or so. I mean, it's a completely different game when you're a reliever now. You know, in those innings, you get 1 or 2 good innings under your belt, and you feel like you're ready to go.
Hey, Zach, you've obviously experienced quite a bit as a pitcher, and you've been to many spring trainings now. As an established major leaguer, and you look at the competition that goes on with the starting rotation, there's fight for the 5th spot now with Tillman down, and then the extra spots in the bullpen. What's your perception of that, and do you give advice to the guys fighting for the spots?
Yeah, it's a good question, because I've been in a lot of those guys' shoes when you're competing for, a rotation spot or even a roster spot in general. It can wear on you a little bit as a young guy, and I think my advice to them is just to go out there and compete and not try to overly impress, because that's when you kind of get in trouble and you're not really your true self. And maybe you see it, with Chris Lee a little bit today, because he's been outstanding in spring, and he knows that the finish line's almost there, and maybe trying to do a little too much, because he's way better than what he showed today. He's got some great stuff. It's going to be good for us for a long time.
Everybody that wants to pitch and is pitching must ask you, how do you throw that sinker? Do you just get that all the time?
Yeah, it's something that's brought up a lot, with new guys coming in, or even, people I'm facing, even hitters for some reason want to know. And, I'll tell them. It's just, I don't know, something about maybe the way I throw my arm angle or whatever, just kind of seemed to only work for me. I haven't found anybody else that throws it and get the same action, so maybe it's just one of those pitches I got lucky with.
Yeah, it's a great pitch, that's for sure.
Oh, my gosh. So it's more about, it's not the grip as much as it is just the way your body mechanics bring it to the plate?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a combination of a few different things. I think maybe the finish I get at the end, or lack thereof at sometimes. I think arm action and arm angle and different things contribute to, the same thing with the way, Rivera had his cutter. I think it was pretty generic. Yeah. And you look at guys that have some signature pitches, and you sit there and talk to them, and the grip really isn't that shocking, and you kind of wonder why, they get the action that they do. So I think everyone's you're so unique as an individual that sometimes things work for you and they don't work for other people.
Were the big boys missed, Zach, in spring training? Manny Machado, Jonathan Scope, Adam Jones out there, Wellington.
Absolutely.
Givens.
Absolutely, yeah. I think it was cool to watch them play on that stage. I felt like a lot of those guys, especially Adam and Manny. I mean, everyone knows how good Manny is. But for, Jones, I felt like this was kind of a coming out party that he didn't really need. He's a superstar player, and you'll get to watch him every day. But what he showed on that stage was pretty impressive.
Much like yourself on this stage. Zach, thanks a million.